What's up? This is all from the phone, and guys, today I am starting my wideband install. I just wanted to show you guys a little something, a little trick. I'm still waiting on my gauge to come back from AM. I sent my gauge out to AM because it was a used gauge. I got it for free, and AM refurbishes the gauge for 50 bucks. So apparently you send it to them, 50 bucks, and they bring it back to you like new. So that's what I'm waiting on, my gauge itself. But I wanted to go to the muffler shop to get the bung for the O2 sensor or the wideband put in to my exhaust stream. But I don't want to ride around with a hole in my exhaust. So I started looking up stuff online and what I could use. So I went to a local parts store and seen bolt sizes, and I couldn't find anything. But I tried a old drain plug, and I went to my local O'Reilly's, and I got some help from the counter guy and asked, if he had any drain plugs that I could look at to see if it fits my O2 sensor bung. So essentially, guys, this is it. I got, as you can see, the O2 sensor bung. I got the drain plug, and I mean, when you go to the row where you see the drain plugs and stuff like that, you're gonna be able to tell what size it is. I believe this is an 1.5 inch drain plug, or an inch. So that that is like the perfect size for my O2 bung. I mean, it works absolutely perfectly. I'm gonna try to stop here so you guys can see it go in. But yeah, so it's the perfect fix for the time being, until I get my gauge. I'll just go to the muffler shop, get this welded in, and then that's it. I won't have a problem. Give me 1 second, I'm turning here. So guys, this is the first, I would say the first step in the process, but I wanted just to show you guys this. If you got the same issue as me, where you can't really have everything ready in order for your wideband to go in, but you want to get the bung welded into your exhaust and not have to wait for your stuff to actually come in, look at that. Fits perfectly. It was like if it was meant for it. So just like I said, go to O'Reilly's, take the bung with you, and then match it with a oil drain plug. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get this welded in, and then once my O2 sensor, my AM gauge comes in, I'll be doing the rest of the install, and I'll show you guys where I mount it and how I install it. Alright guys, peace. What's up? This is all from a phone, and guys, so this is pretty much part 2 of my wideband installation. And as you can see, I have already started on it, but I'm gonna go step by step so that you guys can see what I did. So first step, because of where I'm mounting it, if you can see where I'm mounting it, you have to take this cover off. So just pretend that that hole isn't there, and you're starting from the get-go. Sorry for the background noise. This pulls up really easily. If you've never done this before, it pulls right out. So just unplug this. This is my power and ground for my lighter. Alright guys, so just to show you what I have going on here, this is the cord that goes to the wideband, and then this is the cord for the power source. So how I did this, if you guys can see, the power and ground for the lighter is a solid green looking color is going to be your power, and then a yellowish with a black stripe is going to be your ground. So what I did is add some extra, I think this is like 13 gauge wire. I pretty much my battery's dying. Alright, so pretty much what I did was I got a male and female connector, put a male connector on the extra wire that I got, and put it onto a female side for this, connected them together, and then taped this up. And now how I connected it for my power and ground was I stripped the casing back for the power and the ground, and then I wrapped the wire around the casing, heat shrunk it, and then taped it so that it's nice and solid to my power and ground. So that's what I'm using for my power source. So like you guys, I want to show you, this is a female connector, and then a male connector is pretty much just a prong that sticks in there. So it's very easy. You just connect your power and grounds together. Obviously your ground's going to be black and red, and these two wires, don't really use them because they're for people who run standalone and stuff like that, and they want a direct link between the air fuel gauge and the computer. So maybe later on I'll hook this up to the ECU, but from what I've heard, it's pretty difficult with this ECU. So I'm just gonna run it straight and get the feed from the actual wideband itself, not worry about the feed from the computer. So I got that going. Okay, so I put all that together, and then you just tuck the wires in there. I mean, try to be as nice and neat as possible. And now this wire, it's a pretty long wire, and if you guys have never seen this before, but you can see it back there, all the wiring. There is a port right there for the O2 sensor, and that's where I'm going to be running my wideband through. You run it all the way to the bottom, hook up your wideband into the O2, bong that you put into your exhaust stream, and then connect the gauge. When I get the gauge, I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right. Also, for this hole, I just used, let me see, where is it at? This, I got this at Lowe's. It's a cobalt drill bit. Pretty much just makes a hole. I think the size on this, yeah, 2 1/8 inch. Okay, it's a 2 1/8 inch. It's a bit big for the gauge, but little trick that I'm going to show you once I have the gauge, and I'll show you how to make it nice and neat there and make it fit nice. So you just cut that out. It'll come out looking like this, a little piece. Now you just got to make sure that you're not too close to here and not too close to the top, because you can crack this. I know other people who have broken that. So just make sure you're in a good, nice spot to make that hole, and cut away. And it's gonna end up looking like this. I have a spare one of these. This is actually a beat up one that I owned before, so I used the beat up one and kept the nice one just in case later on I want to switch back. But yeah, some other guys are asking where I got this. Got this on eBay, guys. Really simple. Hooks up with the power and ground. Not a hard thing to install either. Alright guys, so when I get that gauge, I'll show you how that goes on. Alright guys, so this is all from my phone. Alright, now just wanted to show you guys the last piece of the puzzle and how I'm going to mount this. If you can see right there, that is going to be the hole where the wideband goes through. This is the passenger side. You just have to pull this carpet back, and you'll see the stock O2 location. If you see that red wire, that's just my cutout. That's where I run my cutout. And you can run the wideband wire through here, and it'll come out through here. So once you have that run through, which I do, I have a mess of wires here. I'm sorry. There's some crap in here. Okay. Have my wideband wire and my power wire there. I already showed you guys how I connected that power wire. Run it through. Alright. I got my 2 wires running through. Let me just connect this charger cable. So too many wires and cords in the friggin' way. Okay. Just so you guys can see. Bam. Alright, got my 2 wires pulled through. And what I'm gonna do is wind up the excess wire, and then to make my gauge fit, guys, as you see, I just got it back from AEM, and it's pretty dope, man. They really do make this thing look good. In the video, it doesn't look that super new, but it looks really nice compared to what it was before. So I'm gonna put this on. What I'm gonna be doing, guys, to make this fit in that hole is wrapping tape around here and then make it thick enough so that it slides in and it doesn't move in the hole. That's pretty much my trick. Once I got it all put together, I'll show you. Alright guys, just to show you, you see I put electrical tape around it. You really can't even tell it's on there except for this little piece. So just to show you how it fits in there, I'm gonna pause it, put it in, and then show you. And voila. Nice and tight, doesn't move, and you can't even tell there's any electrical tape there. So yeah guys, that's pretty much my install, just to show you that it comes on. And it's always gonna read 14.7 when it's at idle like that. Or not idle, but key on, engine off. Put this on real quick so you guys can see it. That's it, guys. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps out, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.